Welcome to the GUC News.
First, with the headlines. Egyptian language school visit to the GUC. BlackBerry launches its classic smartphone. Sony unveils wearable display module, transforms ordinary glasses into smart glasses. America's wealth gap widens to record level. Apple Pay recruits more new bank stores. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions. Djokovic and Federer resist surge of new wave. Egypt Rabia could make first appearance with Sporting Lisbon. Boyhood is President Obama's favorite film in 2014.
Now the news in full. A group of high school students from the Egyptian language school paid GUC a visit on December 15th. The Sanawiyya Amma Literature section students had a tour on campus to know more about the university's faculties and different academic programs to choose from. Meanwhile, the GUC's academic staff gave a wrap-up and advisory session to those students.
BlackBerry has recently unveiled a new phone that features a traditional keyboard. With the classic and the recent launch of its Passport smartphone, BlackBerry returns back to its roots through re-emphasizing the physical keyboard rather than trying to compete directly against the touchscreen handset of dominant rivals like Samsung Electronics and Apple. The Canadian mobile technology company said the new device, whose name is Classic, bears striking similarities to its once widely popular bold and curved handsets and boasts a larger screen, longer battery life, an expanded app library with access to offering from Amazon.com Inc.'s Android App Store, and a browser 3 times faster than the one on its legacy devices. And curved handsets and boost a larger screen, longer battery life, an expanded app library with access to offering from Amazon.com Inc.'s Android App Store, and a browser 3 times faster than the one on its legacy devices. Classic has a dual-core Qualcomm processor, 16GB of storage, and a 8-megapixel autofocus rear camera and 2-megapixel front camera for selfies. It has a price tag of $449 in the US.
Here's the BlackBerry Classic.
If you're not interested in Google Glass style display yet, Sony's new wearable display module may catch your attention. The Japanese electronics manufacturer has announced a prototype head-mounted display that can easily attach to any sort of eyewear and display information on its high-res OLED module. The device is much closer in design to glass than Sony's previous head-mounted wearable, the Smart Eyeglasses, which are glasses that can project basic green text and graphics across the lenses. Sony's single-lens display module is a high-resolution OLED screen that can be used for applications such as showing distance maps during golf games. The new 40-gram display consists of a band that goes around the back of a user's head, with electronics on either arms. The control board on the right side contains a processor, sensor hub, and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi modules.
The rich is getting richer. According to data taken from the Federal Reserve, the gap between the rich and every other income group in America has reached a record level. The data shows that the wealth gap between middle and upper income households has widened, as the average wealth for high-income families was around $639,400 in 2013. While the average for middle-income families stood at $96,500 last year, which is unchanged since 2010. The result is that the typical wealth of the nation's upper-income households in 2013 was nearly 7 times that of middle-class ones. According to recent research calculation, that is the biggest gap in the 30 years that the Fed has been collecting statistics from its survey of consumer finances.
2 months after its launch, dozens of additional banks and retailers have agreed to use Apple's new mobile payment system, which lets people pay to stuff with their iPhones. With these new additions, Apple Pay can now tie into bank cards that account for 90% of all transactions by purchase volume. SunTrust, Barclays Cards, USAA, TD Bank North America, and Commerce Bank, among many others, have agreed to work with the digital wallet service. Apple hasn't officially released the number showing how well its digital wallet is performing, but CEO Tim Cook said in October that users activated over 1 million credit cards on the service in its first 72 hours, and that Apple Pay is already more successful than all other smartphone payment services combined.
Range of that reader, my default card automatically shows up. I can touch to pay within a second.
Right.
If I'm not sure which card I want to use, I can also select from other cards within one just step, and I paid with my Visa Chase Freedom.
Got it.
Many rockers, including Beatles drummer Ringo Starr, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, the late Lou Reed, and Green Day are among the 2015 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. The year 2015 will mark 30 years of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions.
Stan Wawrinka and Marin Cilic enjoyed breakthrough victories at the Australian and US Opens, but at the end of 2014, it was business as usual for Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer. Djokovic was world number one for the third time in 4 years after winning a second Wimbledon title for his 7th major. The 27-year-old collected 7 titles in all, suffered just 8 defeats in 69 matches, and by the end of the year, he was the World Tour final champion once again. With Federer in sight of his 34th birthday in 2015 and the continuing doubts over the fitness of Rafael Nadal, it is Djokovic who will be the man to beat in the new year. After a second Roland Garros final loss to Nadal in 3 years, the world number one's priority is the first French Open title and the completion of a career Grand Slam.
Egyptian defender Rami Rabia could make his first appearance with Sporting Lisbon when they faced third-tier Vizela in the Portuguese Cup recently. The 21-year-old has missed the early stages of the season after undergoing a stomach injury and has been struggling for fitness since, making some appearances with Sporting's B team. He is in line to make his first competitive appearance after being included in the squad for the Vizela game in the Portuguese Cup +16. Rabia joined Sporting from Egyptian champions Ahli on a 6-year deal for €750,000 in the summer.
In a new interview with People magazine, President Barack Obama named Richard Linklater's 12-year experiment, Boyhood, as his favorite film this year. President Obama said Boyhood was a great movie. However, First Lady Michelle Obama preferred to read Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl. She read Gone Girl's couple summers ago, which is one of her favorites. Boyhood film has been nominated in the Best Motion Picture Drama category at the Golden Globe Awards, while Linklater has picked up a Best Director nomination.
There's something so normal in a certain way about Mason's story that I really always felt it would be about moments everyone shares.
It's something people identify with.
With the passage of time, life is beautiful and interesting enough as it is, and you don't need to manufacture a lot of falsehood.
Thank you for watching our GEC News and stay tuned to our GEC TV.